I love watching people work at things they care about. The videos of craftsmen making beautiful things are mesmerizing. I can turn my brain off and stare in fascination while a glass blower or a blacksmith turns something molten and formless into a functional work of art. I have a passing familiarity with certain rudiments of carpentry, but that just makes the things some people can do with wood look like magic to me. An artist absorbed in their canvas is, in my opinion, at least as interesting as any subject they might be trying to capture. There's a kind of grace that you only see in the motions of someone that has practiced that motion into pure muscle memory, a person that understands each step on a deeper level than the mere mechanics. I grew up watching that grace in my father when he played the baby grand piano that occupied a solid third of our living room. When he embraced that zen-like flow state, his fingers would glide on the keys and the beauty he filled the air with was inescapable. I was a spoiled brat who didn't appreciate it properly then, but in retrospect I eventually understood what a gift I had been given to live in a house alive with music that came from somewhere other than my headphones. I did, however, understand on some level that the place my father went to when he played was a place I could only understand from a distance. His face was a mix of concentration and elation. Even when he made mistakes or became frustrated with a tricky piece after he was done cursing and grumbling about getting older and clumsy fingers, he would find his way back to that part of his mind. My mother is similar when she runs. She was a track and field star in high school, and although she never pursued it any farther, her ability to fall into that steady, mile-eating pace was always baffling to me as I tried and failed to keep up with my own gangly limbs in step with her fluid motion when she tried to include me on her runs. I eventually got the trick of endurance more through brute force than any economy of motion, and I never learned to enjoy it as she did. I much prefer a leisurely stroll. I once worked a catering job for a few months, and I met a man there who waited tables. He was a blur of efficiency, balance, and hospitable charisma. I recall a wedding reception we hosted that got a bit rowdy, and one of the guests became disgruntled about something or other. He elected to take this frustration out on my coworker by tripping him with his foot as he passed with a carrying tray stacked with food. If I had blinked, I would have missed it, and I was only looking by chance, but I saw this man spin within his own stride, neatly avoiding the foot and continue on his way. In his place, I would have been face down with a tray of food scattered on the floor. I also would have been furious, but he didn't even look over his shoulder, merely carried on with service as though he hadn't noticed anything amiss, as though it was just one more motion in the dance. I don't think I have ever accomplished that level of ease and grace with anything I've ever done. I can only watch in awe as the true masters of our world carry out their passions and wonder at the blood, sweat, and tears that went into making every motion just so. We live in an age that records everything it can to repackage and sell every frame for whatever can be gotten. And I worry sometimes that might trivialize that kind of rare mastery by making it too accessible. Still, I can't help watching.